everyone. My name is Tracy Newman and I'm from the Navigators Tarot, which you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and also on Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube. If you would like a personal reading from me, you can find me at my website, which is called sleepywisdom.com, and you can find all that information down below. Okay, it's a really pretty morning here this morning. I am going to head down to Johanna down the beach today. Anyway, a very cold wintry day. It's the only time I go to the beach in winter. Okay, so we're going to look at the general energies for this week. Going to be interesting. You know, I've just been sitting here flipping the cards and the Emperor keeps jumping out. So this is about authority, but I would say an authority within yourself. Really, I think at the moment the Emperor is the authority which is now claiming right over yourself and all. So justice is also coming in. It's really interesting because there's a lot of high-powered fate cards coming through. So there's the Emperor, there's justice coming through. The Emperor represents all four kings of the tarot and is like an authority greater than self. So a higher power in a way, but also probably really, in this case, I would say the higher self, the higher God self. And justice, which of course, to find any sort of justice in the world outside of ourselves, we have to acknowledge the justice in which we find ourselves, the justice we find within ourselves, if that makes sense. The Ace of Swords, the King of Wands. Okay, so this is a card of action. And the Ace of Swords, which is very much actioning truth within ourselves and providing justice within ourselves for the truth the truth that we find within ourselves at this point in time. And I'm talking about ourselves because as we begin to really shift and change within, we'll also begin to see our outer world change as well. So any justice that we find within ourselves, towards ourselves, for any discrete transgressions or anything like that at all, deceived transgressions within ourselves at all, we will seek to find balance, of course, within ourselves and provide ourselves with a form of justice. Usually that is loving and kind, but we are our own authority, and of course and our higher selves, our God presence within, will also lead us to the right action within when we are looking to provide justice within. We have the Six of Cups and strength, so it requires quite a bit of strength to do this and a really in-depth knowledge of self, but also too, nostalgia. We've got the Six of Cups, which is about nostalgia and past, also remembering past lives and the past, the past transgressions that we may have perpetrated against ourselves and even others, and providing justice within for all of that, so for a lot of people, if you are into any sort of healing at all, past life healings can actually be very, very beneficial at this time, because it will take us back into a part of ourselves that may be wounded, that we have not actually looked at, that may also lead to healing and also justice within, providing justice within. So of course, coming out of those Three of Swords energies, those heartbreak energies that we can find ourselves in due to past indiscretions or past transgressions, we can actually find our way through this myriad of, hurt and self-destruction that a lot of us can actually go into by doing the healing work, looking within, doing the shadow work, looking for a healer or someone that can actually help us to provide the justice that we need within. We also have the Nine of Swords, so, our way forward is, of course, to release any kind of burdens and also to move ahead with our own healing work and shadow work. Sorry, I have an itchy nose. Oh dear. Sorry. It's just it's such a pretty day outside. I mean, spring may actually be on its way. I mean, it may change within a minute, but it looks really pretty outside. The sun's shining. And we have judgment. So calling judgment on ourselves as well. So we have justice, the Ace of Swords, and judgment. So the Ace of Swords is literally about the beginning of finding the truth within. And as you begin to find the truth about who you really are within, then of course you'll be able to manifest that and see that in your outer world. And quite often we'll find when we do the shadow work and go within, that a lot of the time what we believed to be right within ourselves usually comes up as a pretty much a lie, that we've been lying to ourselves about a lot of about who we really are and the truth of who we really are. And when you begin to do the shadow work and the healing work, then you really begin to see exactly the truth of who you really are, which is ultimately one that can provide your own justice, your own judgments within, and to move forward into unconditional love, which is exactly the journey that we're all on at this time. So yes, interesting, beautiful. So at this point in time, it's really about going within and healing your own transgressions, or what you perceive as your transgressions or indiscretions or past life traumas that need to be healed. So to do that, go within, find a healer, and that is exactly what the energies are providing, because the energies are there ready to shift us forward from unhealed wounds and traumas and triggers into something much grander, which is the truth of who we really are, by healing whatever we've hidden and buried deep within ourselves. And we have the Fool. So this is about innocence and jumping out into the unknown and becoming that innocent fool that has cleared so much already and is ready to start in and move into a completely new paradigm of understanding and recognition. The Emperor has jumped out again. It's the third time. So the Emperor is the authority, which is the higher self, which is the God presence within, and represents us, as I said, all four kings, and is a masculine energy. But also too, it is a card of Aries. So a lot of the Aries hold this Emperor card within themselves, male, female, it does not actually matter, because masculine and feminine energies reside within each and every single one of us. So these masculine energies of the Emperor, who stands as our own judge. I guess really it's the higher part of ourselves that wants to come in and balance out anything that is imbalanced. and the Lovers, which is, and also to, yes, the Ace of Swords once again. So this is a choice we all need to make at this time. It's like, which way are you going to go? Are you going to continue to go down the path of the lie, or are you going to actually unearth the truth of who you really are? And yeah, at the moment, the energies are there for you to go within and find and heal any wounds that you, or triggers that may come up for you, so that you can provide balance and judgment within. Okay, so that's all I have for you this week. Amazing. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful energies that are about at the moment. But, you know, also too, trying to shift us forward and move. You know, the Ace of Wands is too, which is about actioning that that truth telling that we need to find within, and yeah, to go and take action into healing any remaining wounds, and also to contact that darker side of ourselves and the shadow part of ourselves that needs to come into the light. Okay, light is information, so find the info that you need within. You are your own guide, your own seer, your own wisdom keeper, and you have everything you need within each and every single cell within your body. That is where you will find the truth. That is where you will find the God presence, and the also to the connection to all that is. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe, and I shall see you anon. Bye for now.